Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
A 3-year-old Aisley McCarthy was buried today in Elkhorn. Her family tells me she died Monday morning at Blank Children's Hospital in Des Moines, not even 48 hours after she started showing flu-like symptoms.
Hey guys, Rob Dew here for Infowars.com and Infowars Nightly News, and here's a story that I wanted to share with you, and I want you to get this out to anybody you know, especially if someone you know out there is thinking about getting the flu shot. Family's devastation after their healthy 3-year-old daughter dies from flu less than 72 hours after she began feeling unwell. And this is the story of Aisley McCarthy, a beautiful little 3-year-old girl who started complaining of symptoms just after Christmas, and in 72 hours, her parents were holding her in a wrapped up cloth at the hospital as she died in their arms. Very heartbreaking story. And it really disturbed me as I read this article and then went to the source link, which is the Des Moines Register. But here's what they had to say at Daily Mail. She began complaining to her mother that her legs hurt so much she couldn't walk, and in less than 72 hours she'd be dead at Children's Hospital in Des Moines, Iowa. And of course the family is shocked and confused. They don't know why she contacted this and was dead such a short while later. But here's where it gets really interesting. Here in the Des Moines Register, healthy Iowa 3-year-old dies from the flu. Third sentence down. She was healthy and she had her flu shot, said Amber McCarthy, Aisley's mother. The whole thing is unreal. And it is unreal. When you think about in this day and age, and we have all this medical technology, that a little girl could get a flu shot and then become sick with the flu, and actually the same types of flu that are in the flu shot, and then die in 72 hours. But what really angered me was a quote from the health department there in Polk County. And this is Nola Anger, who said, "If people would get the flu shot, it can limit the severity of flu symptoms if they do get it. The shot offers protections for other strains. This is a serious illness and can affect healthy people." Apparently it affected this little girl. So they say in the Des Moines article that she came down with influenza type A and B. Well, let's look at what's in the flu shot. Here it is on the CDC website. Traditional flu vaccines called trivalent vaccines are made to protect against 3 flu viruses, including influenza A, H1N1, influenza A, H3N2, and an influenza B virus. So if you go back to the Des Moines Register article, you'll see that she tested positive for influenza A and B at the time she was admitted into the hospital.
This year, my main tip is to not get the flu vaccine. It's amazing how many people are sick, and even the deaths that have occurred, because what they're doing now is they're using these trivalent vaccines that protect against 3 strains of the flu. And this year, the 2014-2015 vaccine contains influenza A H3N2, and it contains influenza A H1N1. That's right. They actually put the H1N1 in this year's flu vaccine, and influenza B.
Now let's look at what else is in the flu shot. This is from drtenpenny.com, The Truth About the Flu Shot. It also contains egg proteins, including avian contaminant viruses, gelatin, which can cause allergies, polysorbate 80, which is known to cause severe allergic reactions, and also is associated with infertility in mice, formaldehyde, Triton X100, a strong detergent, table sugar, resin known to cause allergic reactions, an antibiotic, and thimerosal, mercury, which is still in the multi-dose viral flu shot vaccines.
Mercury-containing vaccines may help, not harm kids, according to 2 new studies in the journal Pediatrics. There have been widespread concerns that mercury-based preservatives in vaccines might impair the neurological development of children. These new studies suggest that the opposite, that the preservatives may actually be associated with improved behavior and mental performance.
So these are also the things that you're injecting into your children and into your elderly parents and into yourself if you get the flu shot, in addition to 3 different types of flu viruses.
Doctors told the family the cause of death was a combination of influenza A, influenza B, and sepsis. The family says before Saturday, Aisley was perfectly healthy and had no pre-existing medical conditions.
And so the mother in this story, Amber, is left with no child and wondering why. She did everything right. She said she had her child vaccinated, she even got the flu shot, and this is what happened. It's still the same outcome. She succumbed to the virus that she was supposedly being protected against. That's because it really doesn't offer you protection. And you can read that on the insert. They just say that so they could get these people out there and get these flu vaccines into people. And it's a money-making scheme. And what does it do? For most people, it makes them sick, which will then make them go to the doctor, which then they'll be prescribed more drugs. And don't take my word for it. There's countless other people out there that have done studies on the flu vaccine and its ineffectiveness.
They found that if someone, your neighbor or kids in school or anybody that you hang out with got the flu vaccine, that it can spread to other people for up to 17 to 25 days later.
So you need to look at this story. I'm providing the links below. You can read it for yourself. And you need to feel bad for this family, because they were caught up in the ruse. They were caught up in the medical industrial complex ruse that says, hey, if you get the flu shot, you'll be protected. But as we've seen time and time again, people who get the flu shot end up getting sick with the flu.
With regard to risks, there is no question, Campbell. It would be dishonest to say that we know for sure the vaccine is going to be safe for everybody.
Ronan was rushed to Dornbecker Children's Hospital in Portland. Doctors there tried to save him, but Burgess says he went without oxygen for too long and suffered brain damage that was irreversible. He died days later. She's sharing her story to warn others that the flu shot is not always enough to protect children from the H1N1 virus.
Her 9-year-old daughter was happy and healthy.
But just 3 days after receiving a flu shot, Mary Sue was paralyzed, diagnosed with a rare disease. So what happened?
Just a few weeks ago, Amber had gotten the flu shot, but she managed to get the flu anyway. Within hours of Amber experiencing flu-like symptoms, she landed in the hospital fighting for her life.
I can't even read. I used to love to read. I love to sew and crochet. I can't do that now. That flu shot did me in.
I'm going to get it,
Yes.
if that helps at all, but I'll tell you, my wife is not going to immunize our kids, because I've got 4 of them, and when I go home, I'm not Dr. Oz, I'm Mr. Oz.
So if you want to protect your immune system, you can check out all the products we have at InfoWarsLife.com, and I suggest that you do that. And if you do find yourself getting sick with the flu, you can do what I do, which is take our Silver Bullet product, which has definitely cut down on major sicknesses that I felt coming on. Took that, boom, wipes them out. But that's just my opinion, and that's just my personal history. Of course, you need to consult your doctor for anything like this. But this has been Rob Dew for Infowars.com and Infowars Nightly News. If you are watching this on YouTube, please consider becoming a member of PrisonPlanet.tv. Your subscription can be shared with up to 20 people now, and we're having a great special to kick off the 20 years that Alex Jones has been on the air. So become a member today and help us take this fight to the next level.
Every year we make resolutions to lose weight and get in shape. And the truth is, it's hard, even with diet and exercise, because of toxic food and our environment that is stressing our bodies more than ever before. Working with experts in nutrition and biochemistry, I found that super high-quality nutraceuticals, in addition to my diet and exercise, were the answers that synergistically worked. I could see the drastic changes every day with the amount of weight I've lost, my increased stamina, and more of a twinkle in my eye. That's why we are now so excited to launch the Infowars Life Resolution Pack, combining 3 essential formulations: oxygen-based cleanser Oxy Powder, the Secret 12 bioavailable vitamin B12, and your choice of super female or super male vitality. Now all available at a discounted price to you and your family to bring in the new year and make 2015 a true success. That's InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. 2015 is the year to do it, and it all starts at InfoWarsLife.com.
Yes, these men and their hypnotized followers call this a new order. It is not new, and it is not order.